Good morning, everybody. Doing some content today around no and how to say no and why it's so hard. It's a very common thing for people to struggle to say no. I think it's a very British thing as well because generationally we have been conditioned that we should always be doing for others where we can, and that if we don't, we're selfish. So I wonder if you're somebody who has felt selfish by not doing for others, by saying no. I think just because we could do something for others doesn't mean we always should have to. We have to consider what we're actually saying yes to. So if we're saying no and something inside us is feeling deep down, actually I don't really want to do that, or I haven't got time for that, or that's not really my thing, or I don't want to have to listen to that, why are we then saying yes? Why are we finding it so hard to say no? It's almost like we find it easier to ease someone else's discomfort by going along with what they want than we feel obligated to nurture our own discomfort and listen to what our intuition is telling us. So often it's our intuition is telling us no. It's just a feeling. I don't really want to do that, or I don't think that's going to be good for me. Why are we struggling with that? Well, I've been a sucker for saying no. I found it tremendously hard, and then I'd get all kinds of resentful afterwards. So I wasn't actually taking responsibility of myself. I wasn't being accountable for how I felt. I wasn't listening to my own better judgment, my intuition, which would tell me that something isn't right for me or good for me, or I'd go into some kind of thing about obligation or feeling terribly guilty, which is a very powerful emotion and can keep people very, very trapped. So when I started listening to my intuition, I started to feel a sense of I don't want to do that. And then I would check in with myself. What am I feeling? What am I thinking about this? What is the consequence later down the line if I do not say no right now? So just for that momentary discomfort and embarrassment, maybe even of saying no, if we don't say no, it's going to be worse for us later on. Notice what it is you're saying no to as well. Is it that you're doing something for someone that should be doing that thing for themselves? Are we colluding with somebody who's in a situation where they could actually do something to help themselves, or they could make a different choice which would get them out of something? Are we saying no because something is against our better judgment, our morals, our values? Is that why you'd like to say no? Because if we don't say no when we need to, we're actually betraying ourselves. Spiritual betrayal is listening to our intuition, listening to what is right for us, and then going against it. It'll always go wrong down the line if we ignore our intuition. Our intuition knows everything that our mind doesn't. Our intuition knows everything that is right for us and wrong for us, if we just choose to listen to it. But we struggle sometimes to listen to the intuition that might be saying, no, that's not going to be right for us, because we can't decipher whether it's our mind or our intuition is a very common one, or because intuition doesn't give evidence. It's not scientific. It's not going to give you evidence as to why something isn't right for you. It's so simple. It's just a no. And if you can trust your higher self to understand that it's a no, I don't know why, I don't even need to know why, it's just not going to be right for me. What a simple way to live. We're not in here all the time. We're not confusing ourselves. We're not overthinking things, which can be hard. I'm extremely introverted with some extrovert too. And introversion means that we will often be in here a lot, but we can drop it down into our intuition. What am I feeling about this? Because it will be your get out of jail card instantly. Our intuition knows why things aren't good for us. Our intuition knows when we should say no. Are we actually helping somebody who should be helping themselves? Are we saying yes to something which is actually going to take valuable time of ours that we need for ourselves? Or are we at capacity? Are we depleted? Are we tired? Are we overwhelmed, but we're going to say yes to something for somebody else that is not in touch with our needs? How much do you know what your needs are? Are you in tune with them? Again, your intuition. What are my needs? What do I need right now? And go with a feeling. Turn this off. Not easy to do. But no is holding a boundary that's right for you. Saying no to others is saying yes to you. I use that one all the time. The minute you say yes to somebody when you mean no, you've just said no to yourself. You've just denied your needs. You've just put yourself last. We're not here to put everybody else first. We actually need to put our own needs first, because then we're better for the world around us and everybody else in it. You are important. Learn to say no.